Hey everyone, how's it going? God Gamer here. So I know I was here like a week and a half ago explaining that there was a crazy new speedrunning trick. However, this week there's yet another new trick found that could have a really huge impact on speedruns. It's that you don't need the dream nail to beat the game. You actually don't need it at all on one specific patch where Team Cherry accidentally broke everything that you use the dream nail for. Okay, so we're going to be showing off some clips just showcasing what you can do with this trick. These clips are all courtesy of Gustin, so if you want to check out Gustin's Twitch, he streams God Home ending speedruns. So we've got a clip of Gustin going up to Hera, and you can see Gustin actually doesn't have Dreamnail in this clip at all in his inventory. And all he has to do is go up to Hera and hit the Dreamer, and he's in the dream. So you don't need Dreamnail to beat Hollow Knight on one specific patch. Okay, so the patch in question is patch 1211. You might know about patch 1221, which is the patch that a lot of people do speedrunning on for like any percent NMG, all skills NMG, and etc. But the funny thing about patch 1211 is that there's actually two patch 1211s, and one of them was only released on Steam for like apparently an hour, if I recall correctly, and after that, it obviously got pulled right away because I'm sure Team Cherry got some bug reports. But that's something that speedrunners weren't aware of at all until just now. Now, the other patch 1211 was apparently a mislabeled version of 1210, which was actually released after patch 1211, which is really mind-boggling. But you know, it's just a patch label, so I guess Team Cherry kind of got a little bit mixed up. Now, this is something that's doable with all the different dreamers, so you can do it with Lurien, Hera, and Monomon. So this is showing off Lurien. You can just go straight into Lurien's dream, and same thing with Monomon. We're just gonna skip ahead to showcase it. You just have to go through the normal Quirrell cutscene, then you walk up to Monomon and just do a nail swing. That is it. Now, here is where things start to get a little bit funky, because you actually don't even have to use nail swings. You can also use spells. So you can use Vengeful Spirit. You just have to make sure you hit the hitbox of the Dreamer. And you can also use Dive to get into the dream. And I'm sure it's the same for Shriek as well. There's no clip of it, but presumably you can also use Shriek. You can also use, let me show you. You can use Crystal Heart to get into the dream as well. You just C-dash. It's just a little swag move you can do to get into the dream if you got like a bit of extra time saving, you just want to make it close. Now, one cool thing in Beast Den is you can actually skip this Devout by just doing a Vengeful Spirit or Shade Soul up here. It might not work with VS, I'm not sure, but it definitely seems to work with Shade Soul. And just being able to skip that Devout is a nice little time save. Now, you can also access essence trees as well with your nail, and presumably with spells as well. I don't know if that's ever going to be useful. Maybe you can just like route in a couple essence early on. Maybe it would be useful for low percent true ending. And of course, you can enter Nightmare King Groom's dream as well if you make it to this point. I think you can probably do the thing where you access the Grim Troop using the Dream Nail as well. I haven't seen that demonstrated yet, but presumably you could also do that because you can it seems like you can do everything else. So, okay, now here's something that's kind of weird is whenever you hit the Dreamer with your nail, you actually get this text box. And Gustin was getting this text box whenever he finished attacking the Dreamer. So this is what it looks like after you get out of the Dreamer cutscene. You're just going to have this text box at the top of the screen, which is, I think it's just visual. I don't think it has any other side effects other than just being on the screen. Now, another speedrunner named Sawayoshi was actually able to get through that part without getting any text box storage. Now, I'm not sure why that happened, if there's a reason or like a technique behind it, or if it is just random or PC dependent or FPS dependent. I'm not sure why the storage happened with Gustin, but not with Sawayoshi. But it might be possible to get through these cutscenes without the text box storage. Okay, so obviously this has some potentially pretty big implications for speedruns. However, like with anything regarding no major glitches categories, it is voted on first, so the community makes a consensus on whether they think it's a major glitch or not. And of course, major glitches are really subjective, and it also kind of comes down to, do we like the glitch or not? So it's not necessarily just, is it major? It's also kind of like, do people like the glitch? And if so, they'll probably allow it. And if not, then they probably won't. Okay, so if this were allowed, what would the implications for speedruns be? First off, we don't totally understand everything about this yet, so we can't pretend to know everything about the glitch and its potential implications. However, based off of what we know right now, first off, a lot of people would be switching to patch 1211. That would be kind of crappy because we have patch 1221 in the Steam betas section. So that means we can just easily switch to patch 1221 through Steam just by clicking on it and changing our version to patch 1221. We have to go through a more difficult and annoying process to down patch to 1211, which would be kind of unfortunate. Of course, that has nothing to do with whether it's a major glitch or not, or whether people like the glitch and want to allow it. It's more just, it would be kind of crappy if it were allowed because we would have to go through such a longer down patching process. The other thing is that it would significantly change some routes. So any route that gets Dreamnail might not have to get Dreamnail. For any percent, this would be big because you just skip Dreamnail, and that would be a time save. So it would definitely put us in a position where the world record would kind of be free, and I don't know what to think about that. That said, it does seem to me like most people seem to think this is major, but we are in a kind of interesting spot because I thought stall ball was kind of like a big deal, and people like almost unanimously voted in favor of stall ball, which really surprised me because it does allow for some skips that aren't otherwise possible with non-glitched movement. So maybe people will vote for this as well. I'm not really too sure. But for now, if you want to keep up to date on this, you'll want to join the Hollow Knight speedrunning Discord. Otherwise, just huge shout outs to Gustin for allowing me to use his clips, and definitely check out his Twitch channel. He does a lot of God Home Ending speedruns. Thanks so much everyone for watching, and hope you all have a great day.